Hi, friends. Welcome to the webinar series Travel in the New Normal, presented by the School of Excellence. The School of Excellence is a travel and tourism academy, a CSR initiative by BCD Travels in collaboration with the Sporting Lions. We offer part-time courses, programs, job-oriented courses for graduates and undergraduates. Today's topic being wildlife tourism. Let me begin by introducing someone who's going to be joining us for the seminar, Ms. Padma Gupta. She is an MA with History and Travel and Tourism from the Nagpur University. She has completed her IITA diploma and runs a travel agency since 2002. Wildlife tourism is something the most exciting thing that even I enjoy, something I'm really close to. We're going to be talking about the sanctuaries in Maharashtra, and she would be covering the sanctuaries which are located in and around the Vidarbha area. Tadoba Pench being some of them. She will be speaking to us and giving us an insight to more knowledge on the travel of the wildlife sanctuaries in the Vidarbha area. Let me start off with asking Ms. Gupta to start off with the seminar. Just a few decorums again to be followed. Please do not scribble on your mobiles or your laptops. Kindly ensure that you all leave us all the questions in the chat box, which shall be answered at the end of the seminar. Thank you. Ms. Gupta? Just a little louder. We can't hear you and your screen is frozen.
Yeah, 1 minute. I just.
Sure, sure.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, just.
A little louder would be great.
Now, is it okay?
Yes. Yes. I'm going to switch off my screen, my video. You are going to be audible and visible.
Okay. Just give me a minute. I am just sharing the screen 1 minute.
Sure, not a problem. I'm sure most of us are intrigued with the wildlife tourism, and most of us also would have visited a lot of wildlife tourisms around, sanctuaries around. We have around 17 sanctuaries, which are bird as well as wildlife in Maharashtra, of which we have two Project Tiger reserves, sanctuaries, which are there, one being Tadoba and the other one being Pench. She is going to be touching on various topics in the Vidarbha region for wildlife tourism. Just let's wait for her to join in. She runs a travel agency, as informed to you all, since 2002, called Horizon Travels. She is based in Nagpur, so in case anybody is looking out for any packages, they could get in touch with her directly. You're not audible. Your mic is switched off. Yeah. Participants, we just expect you all to have a little patience. There seems to be an internet issue which is going on at her end. Please be patient enough. We'll have her back on soon. Again, apologizing to all the participants. There seems to be an issue with her laptop. Please be patient enough to wait on. Till then, I will ask the admin to give you all the rights. You all can speak about your experiences in the wildlife sanctuaries. If any of you all have been around in the wildlife sanctuaries, it'll be great to share your experiences. No, can't hear you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Shruti, is it audible?
Yes, it is. It is audible.
One second. I'm just exchanging
Can I speak, ma'am?
Yes, yes. Please
Yeah,
go ahead.
we had been to Tadoba about 4 years back, Tiger Reserve near
Yeah,
Nagpur.
yeah.
It was a wonderful experience. We had the sighting for about 5 minutes, and
Okay.
it was something magical because at that time everyone was awaiting for the sighting and with Tiger.
Yeah.
We could see two cubs along with the mother. So
Oh,
that was a wonderful moment, and we could see it. a tiger walking towards us, just passing by the jeep. The main thing was the guiding part. The guide was really good. Uh, Sorry.
No, no, I do know. I know the experience to
Yeah.
view or sight the tiger is immensely great. So I
Yes.
have.
There were many jeeps. So the guide was right. The lady, she said we can wait here only and wait for some time. We could get the call. Also, we had been to Pench,
Okay.
MP,
Yeah, yeah.
Madhya Pradesh, but we couldn't unfortunately see tiger. Rest many animals and bear and deer, all that we could see, but not the tiger, unfortunately, because it's totally, both the jungles are totally different experience. To
Yes.
my knowledge, MP was the Pench was more of hilly area, so even if tiger is there, we couldn't see do the sighting because it was little inside, deeper.
Uh,
Whereas Tadoba was straight,
yeah.
open land.
Yeah,
That's it.
Trupti,
Thank you.
yeah, Trupti, Pench is a part of Maharashtra itself. It is very close to the NP border, but it comes under the Maharashtra vicinity.
Okay, I'm
I
sorry.
don't know. No, no
So,
worries.
hello, it
I
is
understand your.
shared by both Maharashtra and MP.
Yeah.
Yes, we had been from Madhya Pradesh side,
No,
Oh,
so
perfect.
the
Lovely.
river Pench is the boundary for the Pench National Park, and
right.
Yeah.
the south of it is in Maharashtra, and north of it is in the Madhya Pradesh.
Perfect. So we have Padma Gupta online finally. So it's lovely sharing your experience, Trupti. It's been a pleasure to hear you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
We can start off with your presentations right away.
Okay, hello everybody. I hope I'm audible to everybody now.
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, sorry for that.
No
Sorry.
worries.
Chalo, should I continue?
Yes, please. Please
Okay.
go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So some facts about India. The total forest cover is 712 square kilometers. It is 21.67% of India's total land area. There are total 104 national parks in India, covering an area of 501.13 square kilometers. Total 551 wildlife sanctuaries, 50 tiger reserves. The first national park to be established was Corbett National Park in 1932. And there are 18 biosphere reserves in India. I would like to say something about this biosphere reserves. These are under the Man and Wild program of the UNESCO. Uh, and these are funded by the UNESCO, and this is done for the preservation and conservation of the tribals, of the animals, of the flora, fauna, and some national park. This was the latest to be added to the list of biosphere reserve in 2016. And Satpura National Park has some very interesting and rare fauna for which it has been added to the UNESCO biosphere reserve list. So I will be covering little bit of MP also, Central India, that is Vidarbha and MP, both I'll cover. So this is a map of Vidarbha, and north of this is Madhya Pradesh. Sorry, this is a map of Maharashtra, and north of this is Madhya Pradesh. This is map of Vidarbha, tourist map of Vidarbha, and you can see like Nagpur is surrounded by 8 tiger projects, national parks and wildlife sanctuaries. You can see this is a Pench Tiger Reserve on the top. Then we have the Navegao Wildlife Sanctuary. Then we have the Tadoba Andheri Tiger Reserve. Then you have the Tipeshwar Wildlife Sanctuary. Then you have the Melghat Tiger Reserve here. Then you have Bor Wildlife Sanctuary, then you have Chaprala Wildlife Sanctuary, and you have Bhamragat Wildlife Sanctuary. Then this is a wildlife map of Madhya Pradesh. Maharashtra, when you go north, this is the Pench Tiger Reserve, and then this is the Kanha Tiger Reserve, and this is the Satpura Tiger Reserve. So these 3 tiger reserves I will be covering because they are the closest to Nagpur, taking Nagpur as a center. So in Vidarbha, these are the 5 national parks: Tadoba Andheri Tiger Reserve, Pench, Navegao Naghira, Bor, and Melghat. And there are 3 wildlife sanctuaries: Umreshwaranda, four wildlife sanctuaries: Umrer, Karanda, Tipeshwar, Saprala, Bhamragad, and Umarkhed. And in Madhya Pradesh, these three I will be covering, that is Pench, Kanha, and Satpura. So this is a distance chart. Nagpur to Pench, Maharashtra is 65 kilometers, which is 90 minutes from Nagpur. Nagpur to Tadoba, there are two important gates where the major accommodation facilities are available. The Moharli Gate, which is the most famous gate where the Maharashtra Tourism Resort is also there, that is 137 kilometers and it takes 3 hours. And Kolkata Gate, it is 120 kilometers and it takes 2.5 hours. Then Nagzira is 120 kilometers and it takes 90 minutes. Then Bor is 60 kilometers. Bor you can do day trip and come back because not much accommodation available is there. So it's just 1.5 hours drive. So you can go do the jungle safari and come back. Then next Umred Karandla, this is 56 kilometers, 1.5 hours drive. Again, this you can do a day trip and come back. Accommodation is available, but if you don't have time, you can do a day trip and come back from there. Then Tipeshwar is more famous for birding. So if anybody is interested in birds, then Tipeshwar is the place to go. It is 193 kilometers and 4 hours drive from Nagpur. Then Melghat, this is the, one of the first to be declared as a tiger reserve in Maharashtra, Melghat Tiger Reserve. 269 kilometers from Nagpur and 5.30 hours from Nagpur. And the best thing of Melghat is the forest department have accommodation right in the middle of the forest, which is known as Kolkhas. And it is basic good AC accommodation you can get, but the wildlife which you can view right from inside the resort is amazing. I mean, if you don't want to go in for luxury, you can stay here and you get amazing view. Like you can even see the tiger right from the resort. It is deep inside the forest. Then Chaprala, Bhamragad, these two are actually totally unexplored and not much accommodation available there. It is closer to Chandrapur actually. Then Pench, that is MP, is 90 kilometers and 3 hours drive from Nagpur. Then Kanha is 250 kilometers and 5.5 hours drive from Nagpur. Satpura National Park is 251 kilometers and 5.5 hours drive from Nagpur. Actually, Satpura you can combine with Pachmadi. So it is very close to Pachmadi. So Satpura and Pachmadi can be a good experience. The wildlife and a hill station. Then in general, this area, whole of central India is known as the Gondwan, and basically because of the Gond tribes which live here. So the flora and fauna is almost similar in most of the national parks and wildlife sanctuaries, whether it is in MP or whether it is in Maharashtra. So this is the basic flora which you will find in most of the forests. And I would like to tell you about this Palash tree. Like this, out of the flowers of this, the holy colors are made. So whenever you come during February, the whole forest is in bloom, and it is also known as a forest flame. So you can see the whole forest is orange in color. So it is a very beautiful sight to see. Then this Semal is also known as silk cotton. Then this is Bheda, this is beige, this is Bear, this is the ghost tree. This is like the importance of this tree is the tiger marks its territory by either urinating or putting its scratch marks on the this tree, and it is absolutely white in color. And when you see it in the moonlight, like it actually looks like a ghost. So it doesn't have any leaves, so it is known as a ghost tree. Then this is the basic fauna which is available in most of the wildlife parks and national sanctuaries, national parks and wildlife sanctuaries in central India. Then these are the birds which are commonly seen there. Then next I'll go to the Tadoba. It is located in Chandrapur district. It is southern part of Vidarbha. It got its name from the from a myth. That is, there is a tribal god known as Taru who was killed by a tiger. So the villages they have built a temple inside the Tadoba forest, and because of his name, it is now known as Tadoba. It was Daru, and so it is known as Tadoba. And during the Hindu month of Pausha, the people they go to visit this temple. They are allowed to go to visit this temple. The tribals they go to visit this temple. And then the Andhari river this flows through the forest, so it got the name Andhari. So Tadoba Andhari Tiger Reserve. So it is the largest in Maharashtra. It is 1727 square kilometers. Oldest national park in Maharashtra. 1955 it was established, and it is 43rd Tiger Reserve of India, established in 1995. Then there out of this 1727, 625.40 is the core area, and 1109 is the 1101.77 is the buffer. So total there are 19 gates in Tadoba, and this is a very good example of community development program of the forest department, because 19 gates means all the gates, the localites they are appointed as gypsy drivers, the localites they are appointed as guides. So it generates an employment to the localites who are living there. So this is a very good thing done by the forest department here in Tadoba. Then before COVID, 6 people were allowed in a gypsy, but now 2 people are allowed in a gypsy. I have written here 3, but it is 2 people allowed in a gypsy. In MP, they are allowing, if it is a family of 4, then they are allowing to travel together. But here, only 2 people are allowed in a gypsy, plus the guide, plus the gypsy driver. This entries which I have given, this was post-COVID. 120 in the morning, 120 in the afternoon, and 12 entries for the night safari. Then different kinds of accommodations are available, from high-end luxury resorts to wildlife resorts to wildlife camps to tourism department accommodations to homestays. All kinds of accommodations are available here. This is the most luxurious resort of Tadoba, that is Bamboo Safari Lodge, and the naturalists here are wonderful, and they give you such wonderful explanation of the forest that it is a worthwhile staying in this resort for all your upper end customers plus your nature lovers. Then ITC Vanya Vilas has opened last October. This is also a very good resort, and it's got 20 rooms. Then this is Swaswara Lodge. This is a totally eco-friendly lodge, and again the naturalists of this resort are awesome, and they give you live explanation of the forest. And every evening after coming back from the forest, like the naturalists there, they discuss about what is there in the forest. They even show them documentaries, and it is a live view of the by the naturalists in this resort. In this resort, actually, there are a total of 50 plus butterflies. They have a butterfly park in Swaswara Lodge, and they 50 plus butterflies are there. And total in Tadoba, there are 115 species of butterflies available, out of which 50 are available in this resort. Then this is in the previous 3 resorts were in the Kolara Gate, and this is Irai resort is in the Moharli Gate. And even in Moharli Gate, you have the accommodation by the Maharashtra Tourism Resort. Then there is another gate which is known as Zari Kolsa, where the Red Earth, they have a eco-friendly property of 18 rooms. And if any of the guest is coming from Hyderabad, then this is the closest to the closest gate to go to that. They don't have to come to Nagpur, but there is a side road by which they can go directly to Zari Kolsa. Then these are some mid-range accommodations. Some of them are in Kolara and some of them are in Moharli. Different kinds of, basically it is on all meals plan, because the resorts are located inside the forest. So restaurant facility they don't have, like a la carte is not possible. Only buffet, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and that too on fixed timings. And for if you're going on safari, they give you packed breakfast. And I would like to see, you can see a black cock here. This is known as the Kadaknath. And this is a non-veg specialty here. And the specialty of this is that its blood is black in color. Okay, dear. One more thing I would like to say. If you are booking for Tadoba, no, please, before booking the resort, please book the safari and check the safari is available from which gate. Because I had a very, one of my guests had a very bad experience. I was given only the booking of the gypsy. He had, the agent had booked MTDC. So I thought he was booked in MTDC Moharli. I did not know that he was booked in MTDC Nagpur. And he had booked the morning safari. Imagine for a 6 o'clock safari, the guest had to leave from Nagpur at 2 in the morning. In peak winter. It was a month of December. They didn't even ask me. They just booked the resort. They just booked the safari. And मुझे gypsy book करो करके फोन किया उन्होंने. Unnecessary guest को नागपुर से ताडोबा जाने का और वापस आने का एक्स्ट्रा खर्चा हो गया. तो पहले सफारी बुक करना, फिर रिजॉर्ट बुक करना ताडोबा में. क्योंकि अलग अलग गेट है और एक गेट से दूसरे गेट का डिस्टेंस बहुत ज्यादा है. So nearest airport is Nagpur. Nearest railway station is Nagpur. 250 kilometers from the Moharli gate and 120 kilometers from the Kulara gate. Then Chandrapur station is 40 kilometers. Then Mumbai से आने वाली trains हैं तो आप सेवाग्राम भी pick up कर सकते हैं. Then bus stand Nagpur, Chandrapur, Wardha, Warora. These are the nearest bus stands. 120 days before the booking opens for safari, there are different rates for weekdays and weekends. So the jungle safari charges are including forest entry charges, vehicle charges, guide charges, plus if you hire a naturalist from the resort, it is additional. Depending on the resort, what approximately 500 rupees से लेके 2000 rupees तक के charge करते हैं, depending on the experience of the naturalist. So these are the different activities that you can do: jungle safari, night safari, bird watching, nature walk, village visit. If you have some guests who are agreed, हम लोग वहाँ के local villages के घर पे ले जाके उनको खाना खिला सकते हैं, local food. Then photography tour, especially wildlife photography के लिए we have coaches who can teach that. Then documentaries बना सकते हैं वहाँ पे. अगर आप लोगों ने मछली देखा होगा तो बहुत सुंदर है. और एक सिस्टर्स ऑफ टेलिया करके ताडोबा के 4 टाइग्रेसेस के ऊपर वीडियो बना है. अगर आपको कहीं यूट्यूब पे मिलता है तो देखिएगा, सिस्टर्स ऑफ टेलिया करके. फिर बाइसिकल राइड कर सकते हैं आप. अभी एक नया वेंचर वहाँ पे नया वेंचर स्टार्ट किया है जिससे आप थ्रू बाइसिकल यू कैन कवर द होल ऑफ ताडोबा. Then stargazing is there, butterfly garden is there, and then interaction with the naturalists and forest officials can be arranged for students. Then there are like heritage and wildlife can be combined together in Tadoba. There are certain places which you can see around Tadoba. Anandvan, this is a place where Baba Amte built the leprous colony. Then Hemal Kasa is very famous. Dr. Prakash Amte, he treats animals there, wild animals. फिर ये चंद्रपुर की महालक्ष्मी है. फिर this is known as Markanda, that is the Khajuraho of Vidarbha. It is built on the same style as of Khajuraho, and it is built by the workers. Like after that dynasty diminished, they migrated here, and the ruler here, the Yadava rulers, they gave them patronage and they built this temple complex here. And they have a very big fair in the month of during Shivratri time. Then this is the Sevagram ashram of Mahatma Gandhi, and this is Paunar where Vinoba Bhaveji he started the Bhutan Andolan here. That is donating land to landless farmers. Then next is Navegaon Nagzira Tiger River Reserve. It is located in the Bhandara district. and it is the important link between the Tadoba and the Kanha Tiger Reserve. It was actually the hunting ground of the Gond Kings, and it was converted into a sanctuary in 1970. And in 2012, it was converted into a tiger reserve. It has 655 square kilometers total area, and then this is the flora and fauna I have already shown in the photographs. Then the main entrance is a Pitazari gate, and there are 8 other gates.
Okay.
Main gate, which is approachable from Sakoli, and Pitazari and Chorkhambara. These are the 2 gates near which the accommodation is available. Then near Nagpur is the nearest airport, and Gondia is the nearest railway station. Then the accommodation available is Tuli Suites and Astaya in upper category, and in mid range MTDC Bodalkasa Resort is there. And again, the best accommodation available here is the forest department accommodation, which is inside the forest. और आपको वहाँ पे जाने के लिए जिप्सी में बैठ के जाना पड़ता है, क्योंकि वो गेट के अंदर है, तो वहाँ पे एंट्री करके जिप्सी फॉरेस्ट डिपार्टमेंट की जिप्सी रहती है, उसमें बैठ के आपको अंदर जाना पड़ता है. This is the view about the view of the hotels and resorts. Then there are some places to see around Nagzira. You have this Pauni Fort. This is an ancient archaeological site where the remains of a stupa are found. Then this is the Bhandara Bhrushun Ganesh, which is one of the Ashtavinayak of Vidarbha. Then you have the Kachargarh caves, and it is believed कि ये caves इतने deep है कि यहाँ पे सूरज की रोशनी नहीं जाती है अंदर. ये छत्तीसगढ़ और विदर्भ के बॉर्डर पे आते हैं. And then these are the Hazra waterfalls. Again, this is on the border of Chhattisgarh and Vidarbha. Then next is Pench Tiger Reserve. So again, like I said, like this is distributed both in Maharashtra as well as Madhya Pradesh. The range which flows, it divides the park into 2 parts. The north of which is Madhya Pradesh and south of which is Maharashtra. Then in this 741 square kilometers of Maharashtra and 1179.63 square kilometers of Madhya Pradesh. It was declared as a national park in 1975 and it became a tiger reserve in 1999. Then these are the different Maharashtra gates of Pench Tiger Reserve. Best time to visit is November to April. Nearest railway station is airport and railway station is Nagpur. Then these are the different accommodations which are available there. And again, like I said, forest department accommodation is the best. Then some places to see around Pench. This is a Ramtek temple complex where during his exile Ramji rested. Then this is the Kalidas memorial. It is believed that from here the poet Kalidas, he wrote the Meghdut poem. He was inspired to write about the Meghdut poem. So they have built a memorial in his name here. Then this is the Nagardhan fort. This was the capital of the Wakatak rulers, which ruled here in 4th century BC. And later on, it was modified by the Yadava rulers, then later on by the Gond rulers, and then by the Bhosla rulers. And presently, Maharashtra Tourism holds a sound and light show here. And then this is the Khindsi Lake, where you can do various water activities like boating. Then this is Mansar. This was in the ancient trade route, and there are archaeological remains of the Wakataka period here. And this is a Dragon Palace temple. It is built with Japanese collaboration, and it is a meditation hall. Then next is the Umred Karandla Tiger Reserve. This came into limelight because of the tiger Jai. There's a very famous tiger here, Jai, and believe that he migrated from here, and later on it was came to know that he was killed. He became missing for a very long time, and then later on it came to know that he was killed. And he was one of the largest tigers of Asia. So 58 kilometers from Nagpur, 60 kilometers from Bhandara, 189 square kilometers the total area, and it is the same flora and fauna here also. And if you cannot stay there, then you can do a day trip here from Nagpur. The next is Tipeshwar. Like I said, Tipeshwar is very famous for birding. Different rare species of birds are available here during the winters, especially migratory birds. So it is located in Yavatmal, and it found its name from a goddess Tipai. And the Tipeshwar village is situated inside the sanctuary area. It is a area of 148.60 square kilometers, and the same flora and fauna is available here. But then there are more than 125 species of bird available here. Out of which, over 182 species of birds are available here. Out of which 85 species are rare birds. Accommodation here is available in Pandarkoda, which is 36 kilometers, and Yavatmal, which is 75 kilometers. There are two safari gates. Accessible nearest railway station is Adilabad, and then Amravati, which is 165 kilometers. Nearest town is Yavatmal, and airport is Nagpur. Then these are the two places which you can see near Tipeshwar, that is Sahasrakund waterfall. This is in Andhra Maharashtra border. And this is Kadam Ganpati, which is again one of the Ashtavinayak of Vidarbha. The next is a Boar Tiger Reserve. Boar Tiger Reserve is again like 50 kilometers from Nagpur, and you can do a day visit to this and come back. It is total 61.10 square kilometers. Nearest railway head is Wardha, which is 35 kilometers, and Nagpur 80 kilometers. Airport is 80 kilometers. Nagpur. Then places to see around Boar. Again, from here, Wardha is nearby, so you can visit Sevagram and Paunar. And then Kerzar Ganpati is nearby, which is again one of the Ashtavinayak of Vidarbha. Then Melghat Tiger Reserve. Melghat Tiger Reserve is also very famous for, of course, it was the earliest tiger reserve to be established of Maharashtra, and it is very famous for its birds. I have received many foreign kids come here only for birding, and they stay here only for days together. So it was established in February 1974, and it is the first tiger reserve of Maharashtra. Uh, Again, Melghat is very famous for medicinal plants.
Yeah.
There are a lot of rare species of medicinal plants available here, from which many medicines are made. And again, the tribals here, they are into honey production. So whenever you go here, please buy honey. The honey is of very good quality in Melghat.
Just a second, Padma, just a second.
Yeah.
Participants, please do not scribble. It's really not fair enough for the speaker to have something scribbled on her system. Thank you. Yeah, continue.
Yeah. So it has around 316 herb species, and from this many medicines are made. So again, the same fauna which is available in all the other. I have already shown the picture earlier.
Yeah.
Then accessibility, Nagpur is 160 kilometers, Amravati is 50 kilometers, Bharatwada is 45 kilometers, railway Bhadnera junction is 110 kilometers. Then by air, Nagpur is the nearest airport. Then, like I've already told that the forest department has a guest house at Simado, which is right inside the forest. And then Chikaldhara is very nearby, so you have good deluxe category accommodation in Chikaldhara. Yeah, you have Maharashtra tourism accommodation, then you have a resort known as Harshavardhan, then you have a very good resort known as Satpura retreat there. And on an average, around 3,000 to 3,500 is the tariff. Then this Chikaldhara, this is the only hill station of Vidarbha, and it is famous because it was known as Kichakdhara, because here is the place where Bhima killed the demon Kichaka, and so Chikaldhara is the अपभ्रंशित वर्जन है, बिगाड़ के चिखलदरा बना दिया गया है. Havilgarh Fort. This was it derived its name from the Gavli or cowherd, and it is believed that the Ahmad Shah Wali, the ninth king of Muzaffarabad dynasty, he built this. And later on in the Second Anglo-Maratha War, the fort was besieged by Lord Wellesley. Then Narnala Fort, this was built by the Gond kings in 10th century AD. Later on in the 15th century, the Mughals occupied and reached the fort. And after that, it was known as the Shahanur Fort. And here it is believed that there was a Baba which is known as the Bago ki Sawari wala Baba. And it is believed that around he was seen with many white tigers here. So that is why it is known as the Bago ki Sawari wale Baba. And here the fort is made up of white sandstone and it has Arabic carving on it. But unfortunately, the fort is on a very bad shape. Then next is Chaprala Wildlife Sanctuary. It is located in Gadchiroli district and it is on the confluence of Vardha and Wainganga river. And again the same fauna, tiger, leopard, jungle cat, then different varieties of deer. Again it has, because it is close to the water body, it has a very good population of fish, prawns and turtles. Then nearest airport is Nagpur and the nearest railway station is Balasha, which is 70 kilometers, and Chandrapur, which is 85 kilometers. Then Dhamragad Wildlife Sanctuary. It is again located in Gadchiroli district, total 104.38 square kilometers. Then it has a very rich population of migratory birds. Then the nearest airport is Nagpur and the nearest railway station is Chandrapur. Then next I go to Pench. I have already covered. Only thing is everybody knows that that was the place where Sir Rudyard Kipling wrote his famous book, The Jungle Book, because it was in those forests where he came across a human baby who was brought up by the wolves. So it is located in the Seoni hills of Madhya Pradesh, and Sir Rudyard Kipling was in charge of that area, and so he wrote the book, Jungle Book, in that area. Then next is Kanha. It is located in the Mandla district of Madhya Pradesh. Again, I would like to say that all the luxury accommodations are available in the Madhya Pradesh part of Pench, starting from Taj to ITC to Tuli to Tathastu. All upper end resorts are available in Madhya Pradesh part, whereas in the Maharashtra part, this forest department accommodation is there, and plus some deluxe category resorts are available. Then it was established in 1955. It is accessible both from Nagpur as well as from Jabalpur, and it is very famous for the conservation of Barasingha, because Barasingha was hunted for its antlers. So it has become a very rare animal now. So in Kanha, the forest department is doing the conservation of Barasingha. And places to see nearby is the Beda Ghat and Dhuadhar waterfalls, which is very famous. You can do a day trip and come back, or you can go and stay in Beda Ghat, where Madhya Pradesh tourism has a very good resort and it has a very good view of the Beda Ghat and the Dhuadhar waterfall. Then next is the Satpura Tiger Reserve. It is located in the Hoshangabad district of Madhya Pradesh. Then 524 square kilometers is there. It was established in 1981. It is accessible by air from both Nagpur and Bhopal. The nearest railway station is Piparia. And in 2016, it was declared as a biosphere reserve because there were some rare animals there found, that like the Indian giant squirrel and the Indian flying squirrel. These are found in this area. So because of that, for the conservation of this, it was declared as a UNESCO biosphere reserve. And again nearby you can see Pachmadi, and then on the Madhai river there is a place called Madai, which is another gate of the Satpura Tiger Reserve. And there Madhya Pradesh tourism has a very good resort, and they conduct various activities, like they conduct a boat safari, then they conduct, of course, normal jeep safaris available there. And in the winter season, they have some water activities, like they have a cruise. They have a boat cruise like we have in Goa, similar category of cruising they have, but then again it is subject to weather conditions. And on another side of Satpura is the Tawa, which is again located on the banks of Tawa Reservoir. And again, Madhya Pradesh Tourism has a very good resort there, and it is got 12 rooms, and it is very good for MICE and luxury clients. They have like all facilities plus for if you want to do a conference of limited number of people, then you can within the nature you can conduct such activities there. Then this is the, as per the 2018 tiger census, this is the in general how many tigers in central India. 1033 tigers were found. So the central India has the largest population of tigers in India. And out of this, Maharashtra has the 312 tigers as per the 2018 tiger census. So if anybody, okay, career options in wildlife tourism. Career options is you can work in a resort, then you can work as a register with Maharashtra Tourism as a guide. They conduct different courses, so you can register with them as a guide. Then you many organizations, they conduct naturalist courses. Some resorts, private resorts also, they conduct naturalist courses, so you can work as a naturalist with the resorts. Then you can work as a marketing for any of the wildlife resort. You can do marketing for them. You can work as a marketing officer there. Because gypsy and guides, it is reserved for the local people.
Yeah.
For community employment and community development program. Even like for souvenir shops and all, you can help them, like you can work with them, and you can start like handicrafts or souvenirs or all those things. You can help them to produce and help them to sell. That you can conduct.
Okay.
That you can do. But apart from that, this is the basic career opportunities available.
Oh, that's great. Oh.
And one more thing, package. Somebody asked. I have to tell about package. So 2 nights, 3 days package for a couple, either to Tadoba or to Pench or to Kanha, with a medium category of accommodation. Will be, you can say, around with Nagpur to Nagpur transportation, 2 night stays, 2 jungle safaris, and this will be on AP basis. It should be somewhere around 28 to 30,000 plus GST for 2 people.
And that would be a per person cost, or it will?
No, per couple. And now, like as per the COVID rules, only 50% of the rooms will be given to the guests, and the other 50% will be kept vacant. And then these 50% rooms, after the guest has checked out, they will be sanitized and kept like that for 24 hours. So the other half rooms will be given to the public, and these rooms, they will be allotted to the guests only after 24 hours.
Oh.
Because for the sanitization, they have to keep these rooms after checkout vacant for 24
Okay.
hours.
That's great. To begin with, it's a beautiful, I mean, you've spoken so much in depth about the wildlife sanctuaries and the tourism and the various places that you can visit around Vidarbha area, because most of the people would only know about Tadoba or Pench. Even from my knowledge, I thought Pench was a part of Maharashtra, but I forgot I had stayed at the start side of Pench, which was in Madhya Pradesh. And it's a completely different kind of biosphere that you stay in when you are living in both the sanctuaries around, in the same sanctuary divided by 2 states. We do have questions to begin with. I'll start off with Pamela's question. Her question is, approximately how many days can one spend at the national park, wildlife sanctuaries, etc.? How many days do you think?
Depends on how many safaris you want to take. If you want to take 2 safaris, then 2 nights, 3 days is sufficient. And if you want to visit the nearby sightseeing places, then 1 night additional you can stay to visit the nearby places. Like I have given some heritage
Correct.
places also to visit. So if you want to visit those places also, you need one additional night.
Okay.
So if you are visiting one destination, then maximum 3 nights is sufficient with 2 jungle safaris.
Okay.
But if you want to do number of safaris, then it is unlimited how many nights you want to.
That's true. The next question is from Trupti, who shared her experience about Page. Is there any specific gate or name that you would recommend to enter Tadoba, and also for Jim Corbett? She's asked a question about Jim Corbett too.
Jim Corbett, actually, there are like specific gates only. But about Tadoba, I will say that, see, Mahorli gate, there are different tigers available. Kolara gate, there are different tigers available. And even now in Buffer, also tigers are sighting. So you cannot say that if you go from this particular gate, you will see a tiger. And again, I would like to say, please don't promote this as tiger tourism.
Okay.
Please promote this as wildlife tourism. I mean, I had a guest who had gone there, and he was after coming back, आपका गाइड बहुत बेकार है, आपके गाइड ने कुछ नहीं दिखाया. मैंने कहा अच्छा आपने क्या देखा? तो बोले हमको कुत्ते दिखाए. मैंने कहा अरे सर, वाइल्ड डॉग्स देखे आपने? वाइल्ड डॉग्स बहुत रेयर होते हैं. आपने वो देखे? बोले टाइगर नहीं दिखाया उसने. मैंने कहा अभी टाइगर कैसे, आप उसके एरिया में जा रहे हो, उसकी इच्छा हो तो दिखेगा, वो आपको नहीं दिखेगा.
Yeah, it's nice to spot a tiger for sure.
टाडोबा में 50% चांस होता है. If you do 2 safaris, 1 safari में you are sure to see, and if you're very lucky, you can see in both the safaris. I had a client who did 8 safaris. He was a wildlife photographer and he didn't see a tiger.
Bad luck.
Yeah,
The
he
next-
stayed for 6 nights. He stayed there for 6
Wow.
nights, and उसको नहीं दिखा टाइगर, but उसको leopard दिखा. उसको leopard दिखा.
Again,
Which is a rare,
Yeah.
rare sighting.
That's true. The next question is from Girish. Do you conduct group tours? That's what he's asking.
ग्रुप टूर्स अभी तो पोस्ट कोविड मुश्किल है, बट इसके पहले we used to do, but it was limited to 20 people because many resorts don't have so much inventory here.
Okay.
Maximum 20 rooms, 25 rooms का inventory है.
Okay.
And इतने सारे लोगों का सफारी, पहले सफारी बुक करके फिर हम accommodation की बात करेंगे.
The next question that we have is, days do you suggest for a family on a budget for a wildlife tourism holiday? Approximate cost, and what would a basic itinerary be?
Yeah, like I have already given for a couple 28 to 30,000. It will be 2 nights Pench or 2 nights Tadoba or 2 nights Kanha.
Yeah.
So 2 night 3 days package, approximately 30,000 plus GST, which will be 2 nights accommodation, Nagpur to Nagpur transportation, and 2 jungle safaris.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Just a
And
second.
extra bed charges, whatever will be additional.
And directly payable.
Yes.
Okay. The next question is from Jay Prakash. She's asking, what's the best time to go for a safari morning or afternoon to see animals?
Morning, because you spend more time in the forest from 6 to 10:30. You are inside the forest for almost 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
So and morning the animals move around, so you are able to see more animals in the morning time.
Okay.
Even birds, you can see good variety of birds in the morning time.
Okay. The next question is, can we customize package as per customer request?
Yeah, definitely, depending on the number of days he wants to stay.
Yeah.
And what circuit he wants to take, depending on that, like 2 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights, 5 nights. MP, Maharashtra, MP Vidarbha combined, you can go up to 9 nights, 10 days.
Okay.
Pench, Tadoba, Kanha, Satpura, Bandhavgarh, like that. If you combine, you can go up to 9 to 10 nights.
Okay. I just wanted to understand, when we talk about biosphere, what exactly do we mean?
Biosphere Reserve is a project of United Nations, and it is under the Man and Animal project. And here, like for the conservation, like in the Northeast, there are many tribes. So for their conservation, and they live in the forest area. So that area is the UNESCO protected site.
Okay.
And UNESCO provides funding for the protection of
Okay.
those like in its areas of that area, like Silent Valley National Park is there in south. Then in the north, the Valley of Flowers is there. Then the Kanchenjunga National Park is there. So they have different rare animals and rare tribal. I mean, it is not just related to fauna, but it is also related to the tribals who are living in that area.
Okay.
So for the protection and conservation of them, it is a UNESCO project.
Okay. The next question that we have is again from Pamela. She's asking, what are the responsibilities as a tourist when staying in these parks and sanctuaries, especially because when you're venturing into the wildlife or the forest zone, what is the role or what are the responsibility as a tourist when you visit it?
Keep as quiet as possible. Observe the sounds around you. Listen very carefully to what your guide is saying.
Uh-huh.
If you are very if you are as much interactive with your guide, he will give you more and more knowledge. If he realizes that you are actually interested, I mean, अगर आप सिर्फ टाइगर देखने जा रहे हो तो वो गाइड आपको टाइगर दिखा के ले आएगा. बट अगर आप फॉरेस्ट के फ्लोरा फौना के बारे में उससे क्वेश्चंस पूछोगे तो these people although they are not able to communicate very well because they are localites, उनको इंग्लिश इतनी अच्छी नहीं आती है, लेकिन अगर आप उनसे प्रश्न पूछो, उनको इतना नॉलेज है, दे हैव सो मच नॉलेज कि वो आपको एक छोटे से पत्ती के बारे में भी बताएंगे, छोटे से फूल के बारे में भी बताएंगे, छोटे से पक्षी के. They will tell you so many folk tales about that forest.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
mainly again of course I don't have to say कि जीप से नीचे नहीं उतरना या आवाज नहीं करना, चिल्लाना नहीं. If you have small children with you, please try to keep them as quiet as possible. No plastic. Please don't use plastic.
Yeah.
And they provide a garbage bag. So whatever waste material during breakfast you have, you please collect it in that, and you then later on the resort people, they collect it from the gypsy. And again, the mobiles you have to keep at the resort and go, because mobiles are not allowed in the forest, or else you have to deposit at the gate, which is not a good option. So better you switch it off and keep it in the resort itself.
Okay. Just wanted to understand, beyond this pandemic, what are the quarantine requirements for crossing MP to Maharashtra? I mean, now with the normal norm that is on, yeah, you have a 14 days quarantine period. Like if I am visiting Painch,
if it is a within 7 days, MP का कोई व्यक्ति अगर इधर आके within 7 days वापस जाता है तो no quarantine required within 7 days.
Okay, okay.
But if a person from Maharashtra is going to MP and coming back, then 7 days quarantine.
Okay.
If MP person is coming here and going back within 7 days, then after going back, he has no quarantine requirements. But if a person from Maharashtra is going to Madhya Pradesh, then after coming back, he has 7 days quarantine.
Okay. So basically, it's the Maharashtra government that, because of which the quarantine is required. MP does not have that many. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Any insights to which are one of your favorite wildlife sanctuaries that you've been around, or you suggest something?
I have been to Kanha, Tadoba, Bandhavgarh. Yet to see Melghat and yet to see Satpura. I'd love to see these two. Pench, is slightly neglected because of Tadoba nowadays, because the sighting is more in Tadoba. But the forest of Pench is beautiful. I mean, it is so green and so lush, and they have a special bamboo forest, which is beautiful.
Yeah. Yes.
Beautiful to see.
I do remember that. Because when I visited the Painch side of it, I visited during the summer, just the summertime, just before the rain started. Lush. I mean, there were bamboo trees and in yellow color. So that dry kind of look that was around. But yes, definitely Painch is neglected to a great extent in Maharashtra itself, because people visit Kanha, then they do Kisli as well as Bandhavgarh and Tadoba. So Painch is definitely a neglected one for sure. But for birds, you suggested Tipeshwar,
Melghat and Melghat.
Okay. So those two are the bird sanctuaries within Maharashtra that people can go and visit.
No, Melghat is a tiger reserve, but you have very good bird species available there.
Available there to sight.
Yes,
okay.
I mean rare birds during the season, the migratory birds you can see lots.
Okay, okay, that's great. I just wait. Is there any more questions coming in?
Smita. Aditya is saying if anybody wants to ask, he is also ready to reply to questions if it is if you allow.
Sure, sure. I think so. I mean,
If anybody has any questions, he.
we'll just wait if there are any more questions coming in.
Smita, he is trying to speak. Is he audible? Is Aditya audible?
No, we can't hear him.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, there are, I think, lots of students are here.
Louder, a bit louder.
Yeah, I'm speaking with the help of loud.
Direct laptop. Actually, he is not able to speak through the headphones.
Okay. Well, it's not that audible, but if you can just be a
Yeah,
little.
1 minute. I'll give my earphones to him.
Okay.
1 second. मेरे ख्याल से यहाँ पे काफी सारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं.
Yeah.
See, wildlife is something where you should have passion, you should have curiosity about nature. जब तक कि आपके अंदर में वो चीज पैदा नहीं होगी, एक अपना जनरल टूर ऑपरेटर बन के रहने में कोई सेंस नहीं है. आप जनरल इंफॉर्मेशन सब जगह से गैदर कर सकते हैं और एक वाइल्ड लाइफ टूर ऑपरेटर के रूप में आप काम शुरू कर सकते हैं. बट मोर इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग, यू शुड हैव पैशन, यू शुड हैव क्यूरियोसिटी. हम लोग वहां जाके 99% लोग बोलते हैं वाओ सो ब्यूटीफुल, बट व्हाट मेक्स इट ब्यूटीफुल? बर्ड्स है, जानवर है, फ्लोरा फौना है, व्हाट इज देयर, उसके बारे में जानकारी जमा करो, उसके बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन निकालो, उसके बारे में जितना आप अंदर से अपना नॉलेज जमा करेंगे, गेस्ट को आप उतना ही अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस दे पाएंगे इन फ्यूचर. Today, since I am basically from the field of archaeology, turned to wildlife, it means naturalist, बहुत सारी चीजें आगे है, even I am a photographer. तो ये सब चीजें समय के साथ में पैशन के साथ में डेवलप हुई है. तो क्योंकि नागपुर जो है ये विदर्भ के यानी नागपुर के चारों ओर में there are lots of tiger resorts, wildlife sanctuaries, and in 2005-06 we have seen कि there was no professional wildlife tour operator was there. यानी हम लोग भी जिनको गेस्ट को हमारे साथ चलते थे जिन टूर ऑपरेटर के साथ में, वो भी ऐसा था कि लगता आप उसको बोलते ना काना में जाके कमलेश ढाबे के पास में खड़े हो जाना और अपना मेरा आदमी आके वहां से उनको 12 बजे पिकअप कर लेगा. इट वाज लाइक दैट. तो वो एक फेथ के अलावा कुछ नहीं था. हम लोगों ने कहा नहीं, ऐसे काम नहीं चलेगा. वी बीन देयर, हम लोगों ने 15 दिन 20 दिन सर्वे किया, एक एक रिजॉर्ट में विजिट किया, वहाँ का एम्यूनिटीज फैसिलिटीज फाइंड आउट किया, वहाँ पे फ्लोरा फौना देखा, नंबर ऑफ गेट्स चेक किए, नंबर ऑफ एंट्रीज चेक किए, कौन से गेट से कितनी सफारीज होती हैं, किसके लिए एक्सेसिबल रोड अच्छा है, किसमें अपना सीनियर सिटीजन के लिए पाथवे बने. एक या दो ही रिजॉर्ट में होते थे, आज मोस्ट ऑफ द रिजॉर्ट्स में आपको रैंप मिलेगा. तो ये एम्यूनिटीज फैसिलिटीज डेवलप हुई जब हमको गेस्ट से भी फीडबैक मिले या हम लोगों ने इंटरेस्ट लिया. तो दीज आर द फ्यू थिंग्स कि जब तक कि हम एज अ टूर ऑपरेटर या एज अ टूरिज्म फ्रेटर्निटी हम लोग इंटरेस्ट नहीं लेते हैं कि हमको इस इंडस्ट्री में हमारे गेस्ट के लिए कुछ करना है, इस फ्लोरा फौना को बचाए रखने के लिए भी कुछ करना है, हमको इसको एक तरफ में कंजर्वेशन भी करना है, प्रिजर्व भी करना है, साइमल्टेनियसली हमको इस ब्रेड एंड बटर भी चाहिए है. तो दोनों इसका लाइफ में आपको बैलेंस लेके चलना पड़ेगा. एंड दैट इज पॉसिबल ओनली विद द क्यूरियोसिटी, पैशन एंड इंटरेस्ट. अगर ये टिका के रखेंगे तो एक अच्छे वाइल्ड लाइफ टूर ऑपरेटर भी रहेंगे, लोगों में आप नॉलेज भी देंगे, इंफॉर्मेशन भी अच्छे से पास ऑन करेंगे, एंड simultaneously आपका ब्रेन बट अप चल रहेगा. Just I wanted to speak this.
No, definitely. Thank you for that insight, because yes, students are there on this webinar and they're very keen, and most of them have visited a lot of wildlife sanctuaries. It's just that they want to understand how do you go ahead after finishing the course. What do you recommend if they want to become naturalist or become a wildlife sanctuary specialist? What are the things that you would recommend to them?
It depends on the interest again. आपके अंदर में क्यूरियोसिटी कितनी है, आपका आईक्यू कितना है किसी चीज को समझने का. आप एक साधारण कैमरा भी अगर आप डीएसएलआर लेते हैं हाथ में, तो आपको उसके फंक्शंस, वो लाइट का एंगल, ये सारी चीजें समझना बहुत जरूरी है. सिर्फ कैमरा हाथ में लेने से आप फोटोग्राफर बन जाते हैं, इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. इट टेक्स टाइम.
Yes.
समय के साथ में आपको वो पैशन डेवलप करना पड़ेगा अपने अंदर। आप नेचुरलिस्ट बनना चाहते हैं तो आपको फ्लोरा एंड फौना के बारे में 2 पत्तियां आपके सामने रख दी जाए तो वो 2 पत्तियों का डिफरेंस आपको समझते आना चाहिए कि क्या है। टाइगर के चेहरे के ऊपर में जो मार्क्स होते हैं हम लोग उसको देख के पहचान लेते हैं कि ये माहिया है या मटकासुर है या सोनम है या जया है या कौन है। तो इट कम्स विद द टाइम। तो
Yeah.
आपका पैशन क्या बोलता है, आप कितना समय उसको डिवोट करते हैं, तो ये सारा खेल उसके ऊपर में है। इंटरेस्ट लेने से नहीं होगा, उसमें पैशन डालना पड़ेगा उनको। मैं
Yeah.
सजेस्ट करूंगा बिल्कुल से तो भी इंटरेस्ट है वो नेचुरलिस्ट बने। एक देहरादून में इंस्टीट्यूट है, दूसरा
Yes.
ताज का अपना एक बैंगलोर में है। देर आर लॉट्स ऑफ इंस्टीट्यूट्स फ्रॉम वेयर यू कैन डू द नेचुरलिस्ट कोर्सेज ऑफ 4 to 6 months एंड कुछ एक साल के भी हैं। बट वहां से जो आप छन के निकलेंगे, तैयार होके निकलेंगे, डेफिनेटली यू विल डू वंडर्स इन द वर्ल्ड। आप लाइफ में बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं। दिस इज अ टाइम ऑफ स्टडी, गो फॉर द स्टडीज। जितना पढ़ सकते हैं, जितना नॉलेज हासिल कर सकते हैं, जहां से जो ज्ञान ले सकते हैं बिल्कुल लीजिए, आंखें खोल के लीजिए। डोंट गो बिहाइंड द मनी। पैसा आएगा, पैसा फॉलो करता है, 100% करता है।
Yeah, that's true. That's really true. That's a true and a very good insight that, passion is something that everybody needs to follow. And, you just, money is not everything. It comes with your interest, passion, and growth. And nothing better than, stalwarts like you who speak about wildlife tourism with so much passion. I would like to take this opportunity, since there are no more questions on the panel at this point of time. Would like to take this opportunity to thank you, Mr. Aditya Shekhar, as well as you, Ms. Padma, for giving an in-depth information and knowledge about wildlife tourism in the Vidarbha area, something which is, there's lots to tap and still untapped. So we are looking forward to visit it. Thank you once again for being a part of our webinar series. Would just like to inform all the participants that the webinar series is continuing this week also. You'll get information of the next webinar very soon, and we'll keep you posted. Please log into the Facebook or the Instagram page where these webinars are shown beyond what is being done per day. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
To both
I
the
would like to request through you, जिन स्टूडेंट्स को भी डायरेक्टली हम लोगों से बात करना है, कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहिए, गाइडेंस चाहिए,
sure.
all are most welcome. All are most welcome.
Definitely, we'll pass it on to the students for sure. And thank you once again. We will share.
Thank you.
We will share your numbers with them. So thank you everyone once again for being a part of the School of Excellence webinar series, Travel in the New Normal. Thank you again.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you, Smita.
Yeah, bye-bye.